All right, let's dive into the deep dive breakdown, the kind of video you've been waiting for. Today, we're going to walk through the entire upcoming football season, looking at each matchup, predicting outcomes, and giving you the type of commentary that makes you feel like you're right there counting down the days until kickoff. After what feels like the longest offseason ever, football is finally coming back, and trust me, the hype is real. If you're as excited as I am, you know exactly how this goes. The passion never fades, and every new season brings that fresh hope. So let's start with something that slipped through the cracks a little early. Before the league even made it official, we got a sneak peek at the preseason schedule. That doesn't happen often. Usually the preseason dates are among the last pieces of the puzzle to be revealed. But this year, we know for a fact that a team will face an opponent on August 8th. That's a Saturday for those keeping score at home. In the week leading up to that game, there will be joint practices between the two squads. These sessions are intense, more than your standard training camp drills, because they bring real competition, real hits, and set the tone early. After that clash, the team heads into a focused week of training before returning for a home game. On the 16th, another opponent, another test. But it doesn't stop there. A few days later, there's a Friday night game at home as well. Kicking off at 8 p.m. Eastern, that pretty much wraps up the preseason slate. Of course, we'll be covering all those matchups, keeping a close eye on who's fighting for roster spots, which rookies are making noise, and who's already standing out. Now shifting gears to the regular season. For those who missed it when we went over it yesterday, here's a quick recap of the schedule. We'll start with the primetime games, because let's be honest, those are the ones that stir the most excitement. Week 1 kicks off with a Thursday night showdown. That's how you make a statement. In week 2, they'll face another tough opponent, this time in a traditional 1 p.m. slot. Week 3 brings a 4:25 kickoff on the road. Then week 4 is a home game under the bright lights of Sunday Night Football. That's a big one. Weeks 5 and 6 are both away games, each slotted for 1 p.m. Central Time. Travel heavy, grinded out kind of weeks. In week 7, they're back home for another late afternoon battle at 4:25. Week 8 sends them back on the road, and then week 9 brings a marquee matchup at home on Monday Night Football. That's a stretch of games that can define a season. Week 10 is their bye week. Personally, I'm relieved. Having a bye week too early, like week 6 or 7, always feels premature. By week 10, bodies are sore and teams need that reset. Coming out of the bye, week 11 has them playing under the Monday night spotlight again. It's a tough schedule, no doubt, but the team seems ready. Week 12 pits them against another heavyweight opponent, with that game slotted for 4:25 as well. Then comes week 13, a Thanksgiving Day game. You know the drill. Food, family, football, all day long. Week 14 is a Thursday night clash on the road, a quick turnaround after Thanksgiving. In week 15, they return home for a Sunday night battle. The intensity only ramps up from here. Week 16, another big game. Then, in week 17, they're on the road for a Christmas Day matchup. Imagine the stakes by then. And finally, week 18, the opponent's set, but the exact date and time will be decided by the league's flexible scheduling. Before we go game by game, let me throw this question out there. What's your prediction for the team's record this season? Do you see a playoff run in their future? Let me know your thoughts. Now, breaking down the games, starting with week 1. A tough opener, no doubt. The opponent is coming off a championship season, and early betting lines have them favored by 7 points. That's a hefty spread, but understandable. My gut says it'll be a close contest, but ultimately the defending champs will edge out a win. I'm predicting a 28-20 final score. The home team's defensive vulnerabilities might be exposed, but I expect our squad to put up a solid fight. Week 2 brings a different dynamic. Historically, this matchup has been primetime material, but not this year. For the first time since 2000, it's been relegated to a standard afternoon slot. Honestly, I don't mind. There's less noise, less distraction. The home team usually has the upper hand in these meetings, especially when their quarterback is healthy. That trend should continue. I'm calling a win here. Week 3 is crucial. Playoff implications, tiebreaker scenarios. This one matters. Both teams are legitimate contenders this year. It's going to be a battle, but I see the home team taking it. They've got the edge in key positions, and I believe that'll show. Now, week 4, a big one against Green Bay at home under the lights on Sunday night. These matchups have been tricky in recent years, but I'm leaning toward a Dallas victory this time. If this game were in Green Bay, my prediction might be different, given their air attack and Dallas' secondary concerns. But at home, with the crowd behind them, I think they pull off an emotional win. That would leave Dallas at 3-1 after the first quarter of the season. Solid start. Week 5, however, could be a trap game. Facing New York, there's always that one matchup every year where overconfidence creeps in. It's happened before. Think back to that game where a certain quarterback ran all over the defense. I sense a similar upset brewing. New York could catch Dallas sleeping, dropping their record to 3-2. In week 6, it's time to get back on track. Facing Carolina, it won't be flashy, but it's a winnable game. I'm picturing a weird score, maybe 25-8, just to keep things interesting. That bumps Dallas up to 4-2, setting the stage for a pivotal Week 7 matchup. At home against Washington. This rivalry always brings drama. Washington has improved and gave Dallas trouble last year. Despite that, I see Dallas pulling out a narrow win, maybe 26-23. It won't be pretty, but it'll count. That puts them at 5-2 heading into the meat of the schedule. Week 8, they head to Denver. Now, a lot of folks are sleeping on the Broncos, but they shouldn't. 10 wins last year and a playoff appearance. This isn't a pushover. If this game were in Dallas, my prediction might tilt the other way, but in Denver's house, I see them taking a W. That brings Dallas to 5-3. Week 9, a must-win at home against Arizona. Kyler Murray will make things interesting, but I don't view Arizona as a true contender. Dallas needs to lock this one down before their bye week. I'm confident they will, moving to 6-3 before a much-needed rest. Coming out of the bye, Week 11 presents a Monday night showdown with the Raiders. Memories of past battles come to mind, but I see Dallas handling business. The Raiders might be more competitive than last year, but I don't see them as a serious threat. Dallas should take this one, improving to 7-3. And 18 with Jamal. Week 12 brings another clash with Philadelphia. This rivalry is always intense. Historically, when both teams have healthy quarterbacks, they tend to split the series. I expect the same this year. With this one at home, I'm backing Dallas for the win, pushing their record to 8-3. Week 13 is a headline game. Dallas hosting Kansas City. This has all the makings of a record-breaking broadcast. The previous regular season, viewership record of 42 million could fall. On the field, though, I'm predicting a Chiefs victory. They're simply the better team right now. That knocks Dallas down to 8-4. Quick turnaround time. After the Sunday battle, Dallas faces Detroit on Thursday night in Week 14. Unlike last year's lopsided affair, this one should be closer. Still, I think Detroit edges it. Out 29-20, Dallas drops to 8-5. Week 15, back home against Minnesota. The spotlight will be on J.J. McCarthy, but I believe Dallas gets the win here, 24-20. That brings them to 9-5. Week 16 sees the Chargers come into town. This could be the game where Dallas finally breaks their streak of single-window, non-primetime matchups. Still, I think the Chargers take this one. That brings Dallas to 9-6. Week 17 is a Christmas Day clash with Washington. Tough game. I'm sensing another upset here, with Washington sneaking out a win. Dallas falls to 9-7 heading into the final week. Week 18, they face the Giants. Depending on the playoff picture, the Giants might already be out of contention, perhaps even shaking up their coaching staff. Dallas, with everything to play for, should take care of business. That would lock in a 10-7 record for the season. And there you have it, 10 wins, 7 losses, enough to secure a playoff spot? Time will tell. The NFC East is always a war zone, but 10 wins should be enough for a wild card berth. The big question is, once they're in, how far can they go? That's the challenge this team faces. With a brutal schedule, staying healthy and finding consistency is key. But you know how it is. In the playoffs, anything can happen. So tell me, do you think Dallas gets it done this year? Playoffs or bust, yes or no? Let's hear your takes. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, star wide receiver DK Metcalf, previously with the Pittsburgh Steelers, has officially signed with the Dallas Cowboys. The announcement, confirmed early this morning, has taken fans and analysts by surprise, marking one of the most unexpected and high-impact player moves in recent memory. Metcalf, known for his explosive speed, physical dominance, and highlight reel catches, have been a crucial asset for the Steelers. Despite speculation that he might stay in Pittsburgh long-term, negotiations reportedly stalled in recent weeks. The Cowboys, eager to bolster their receiving core and make a deep playoff run, swooped in with an aggressive offer that Metcalf couldn't refuse. The signing comes at a pivotal moment for Dallas, who have been on the cusp of greatness in recent seasons, but lacked the final offensive piece to push them over the edge. With quarterback Dak Prescott looking to cement his legacy, the addition of Metcalf provides a powerful weapon that could reshape the Cowboys' offensive identity. Pairing Metcalf with CeeDee Lamb instantly creates one of the most formidable wide receiver duos in the league. Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy praised the move, calling Metcalf a game changer, both on the field and in the locker room. NFL insiders are already labeling the deal as a potential turning point in the NFC, with Dallas now being mentioned as a legitimate Super Bowl contender. For Steelers fans, the news is bittersweet. Metcalf's departure leaves a significant gap in their offensive arsenal, and the front office will now face pressure to find a suitable replacement before the season kicks off. Meanwhile, Cowboys fans are celebrating what could be the missing piece in their championship puzzle. As the NFL landscape adjusts to this bombshell transaction, all eyes will be on Dallas this season to see if Metcalf can deliver on the massive expectations now resting on his shoulders. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.